Hello friends, this is video number 4 in our year-end series. And if you've been following the series from the beginning, you already know we're not here to feel good. We're here to change trajectory. We've already talked about in video 1, taking responsibility for your life, as God won't do the new year for you, but you have to do the year and your future by yourself. In video 2, we talked about prayer alone won't change what you need. Planning must be brought into the equation too. In video 3, we talked about understanding the fact that you are the prophet of your life. You don't have to wait for prophecies. But now, we need to talk about something deeper. Because none of these things work if you don't deal with your thinking. And that's what this video is about. Because before habits change, before environment change, before results change, thoughts must change first. There's a timeless principle written long before psychology, long before motivational speaking, long before modern self-help. The Bible put it this way in Proverbs chapter 23 verse 7. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Not as he wishes, not as he prays, not as he talks, as he thinks. Your life does not rise above your thinking. It eventually collapses into your thinking. That verse doesn't say your life becomes what you say once in a while. It says your life becomes what you consistently carry inside. And that's uncomfortable because it means your current results are connected to your current thought patterns. Here's what most people miss. Thoughts are silent, but they are powerful. Thoughts shape decisions. Decisions shape habits. Habits shape direction. Direction shapes destiny. You don't wake up one day and ruin your life. You think your way there. You don't wake up one day and build a great life. You think your way there too. Your thoughts are seeds. Your life is the harvest. And at the end of the year, you're not harvesting January thoughts. You're harvesting what you've been thinking all year long. This isn't just biblical. This is universal truth. Earl Nightingale famously said, "We become what we think about, not what we want, not what we complain about, what we dwell on." And Napoleon Hill, after studying thousands of successful people, concluded, "What the mind can conceive and believe it can achieve." But here's the part people skip. You cannot achieve what you secretly reject. You cannot build what your thinking keeps tearing down. Changing your thought is hard because your thoughts are often reinforced by your environment. If you live among people who normalize fear, your thinking absorbs fear. If you live among people who excuse mediocrity, your thinking settles. If you stay in environments that contradict your vision, your mind stays divided. That's why the Bible also says, "Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." Transformation doesn't start with behavior, it starts with renewal. And renewal requires separation. Let me say this plainly, but it does matter. If you want a new life in this new year and in your future, you cannot stay in the spaces that feed the old thinking. Some of you don't need more motivation, you need distance. Distance from conversation that drain you, from people who mock growth, from environments that keep you small. You can love people and still change environment. You can honor relationship and still change proximity. Because staying where your thinking cannot grow is self-sabotage dressed up as loyalty. Let me make this personal. Some of the biggest changes in my life didn't start with action. They started with permission. permission to think differently, permission to change assumptions, permission to imagine more. I had to confront thoughts like, this is just how life is. Thoughts like, people like me don't get that. Thought like, maybe this is enough. And once this thought changed, my actions had no choice but to follow, because the hands obeys the head. As you step into a new year and as your life unfolds into your glorious future, you don't need a perfect plan. You need better thinking. Better thinking about who to listen to, what you tolerate, what you normalize, what you believe is possible. The new year won't change your life, that's for sure. It has been concluded. New thinking will. And the moment your thinking changes, your choices start to feel different. Discipline becomes possible, direction becomes clear, consistency becomes sustainable. This is video number 4 in our year-end series. And you can see the order. The first video was tilted towards responsibility. The second was lack of planning. The third was direction. And this is thought or thinking. Because everything flows from how you think. So as this year advances and as your future unfolds, don't just ask what you want next year. Rather ask, what thinking must I eradicate? What beliefs must be challenged? What environment must I leave? Because as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. And the life you want in the new year and going forward starts with the thoughts you allow today. Thank you so much for the feedback and your comments. Thank you for supporting and engaging with our channel. Now, if this speaks to your heart, don't sit on it. Kindly share to your world, and do remember to hit the subscribe button so you are prompted anytime we drop new videos. Thank you so much for your love. Talk to you soon. Do have a nice day. Bye for now.